Hello everybody, this is going to be card number 2 of my launch kit, um, my new Catty launch kit goodies. So my create and take, I think is what it's called. Let's see, so before I did this card, let me see if I can find it real quick, and that's how mine turned out, because I gotta kind of add the bow, because it just looked like it needed something of, a focus point. And then I also had to add the bling, because you know me and bling. If you watch my channel, it will be very obvious that I have to have some bling on there. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and make this one. And it's called Welcome Baby, and there's kind of a close-up. It's pretty straightforward, pretty easy. I went through the kit previously, if this is the first time you've seen this, and followed the instructions. They tell me, which cut pieces I needed from which papers, and I went ahead and looked at the images here or photographs, and went ahead and put them in their own little kits. So I'm going to go ahead and get started on this one. The instructions, let me see if I can find the instructions for this one. It's the Welcome Baby card. So they have written instructions so that we can make this quick and easy. Now it does say Welcome Baby, and I don't need a baby card. I don't have anybody having babies right now, so I'm going to use this Thinking of You, and I'm going to use thinking. So let me see if I can find a picture here. Where it says welcome, I'm going to use the word thinking, and then where it says baby, I'm going to put of you. So I will be stacking these, and we'll see how it goes. I don't really want to cut this stamp set because I like how it looks, as one stamp set, so I don't know that I'm going to cut it, but I do often do surgery on my stamp sets, so it doesn't harm them. I mean, it doesn't, unless you cut through the words, obviously, but it doesn't really do any damage to them. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So first it says, let's see, on 4 1/4 by 2 3/4 white daisy cardstock, stamp welcome. So I am assuming this is the one they're talking about, and I will need to put it like over to the side like this, and then the next one says to stamp baby. So that's kind of like preparing, which I totally could have done. Would have made these a lot shorter of videos, but what's the fun in that? So I'm gonna go ahead and look at this and just kind of go off of this, because it's kind of self-telling, really. But if you did need the instructions or whatever, they are available. What did I do with my, there it is. I've been using my stamp platform. I got this a long time ago. Let's see, so we're going to be doing our Thinking of You. So I think I'm going to need a piece of, I use a washi, this one. I don't really like this one. I know some people will, which is awesome, but for me, it doesn't really vibe with my style, or like as far as my style of paper crafting, as well as my color combinations is either. So which kind of goes adds into the style. So I'm gonna go ahead and use this to ink off my other, or mask off my stamp. And it says to use sapphire ink, so I have my sapphire ink out here. So I think I'm going to try to kind of scoot this stuff over so that I have a little bit more space to work in. Maybe, just maybe. And this image goes left to right. Okay, horizontal. So we'll just sit that in there. The Welcome Baby is over here, so that's where I'm going to be doing the stamp. Now, I have not used this one. This stamp set is called Card Captions. It's a stamp of the month from, I want to say January. So it's not available anymore. However, if you're lucky, you can find somebody who is no longer using theirs and selling it. I don't know. I'm totally going to just, cut that straight. And see if I can block block that off. Well, I might need two strips. One for that part and then one for this part here. Okay. And this is a new one, so I'm going to go ahead and get some oil on there. And I'm going to look at my instructions to kind of see how far from the edge it should be. So that looks like it's a lot bigger. So really the welcome is kind of right at the center of the card. So I'm going to kind of make sure that my thinking is at this, you know, right next to the center of the card. This stamp, the word thinking, is a little bit smaller than the welcome, so, but I still think it'll be alright. Let's go up just a bit, I think. Like that, I think. And I want to make sure that it's fairly straight. Like the top of the N and the top of the G are good. Looks pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead and stamp that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make sure I put the ink on here, like so, on the word thinking, and then I'm going to pull this off. And when I put it down, it should just have the word thinking, because the others were masked off. Like that, and that came out perfect. So that's awesome. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set that aside real quick because it's got ink on it, and I'm going to go ahead and clean with my Close to My Heart spritz cleaner. They generally, Close to My Heart generally has everything you need for, you know, stamping. And I'm going to go ahead and clean off thinking because I'm going to be using the Of You part next. And I don't want to get any blue or sapphire ink onto my next part. So I'm going to do that, and I think this one needs washed, and maybe I'll just trade that out for my other one if I can find it. Oh, here it is right in front of me. Huh? Look, not this. This used to be this. And even when I wash it, it doesn't come out. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'm going to go ahead and put this. I don't know if you guys can see it. Let's see if I can zoom in and remember to zoom back out. I'm going to put the Of You. I don't know if I want to do it. Let's see what this shows. I'm going to scoot this over real quick. So welcome baby. So that one's kind of centered underneath of it, and I don't know that I want it centered. I think I kind of want it off to the side a little bit. Like that. Let's see how that works. Is that straight? That looks pretty straight to me. Okay, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing with this. I'm not going to use the same piece because it's going to be a mess to put back on. It'll get ink all over my fingers because I would have to press it down. So I'm going to cross out or cover up the thinking because I don't need that part anymore. Ooh, that was a nice straight tear, so I'm going to turn that over and go ahead and use that if I can, like so. And then I'm going to need another one for these pieces up here because they will show up. If you're extra careful, you can just ink up the Of You, but I'm not that careful, so I'm just going to mask it off. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and get my sapphire ink, and I want to make sure that I ink it up really well, because I don't want any lines or anything like that. And then I'm going to move that, and I kind of want to clean that off of there too, at least so that it's not quite so noticeable. And then I'm going to stick this right down here. I don't know, you can't see it. I knew I would forget to zoom back out. And push that down and lift that up. And it's a little on the messy side, so I'm going to go ahead and put that back in its spot and maybe try again. Maybe try again. That's going to be a feat in itself. Like that. And try to stick that down. Oh, my nail broke. Okay. And then we're going to do that again. Hopefully. In the same spot. Fingers crossed. Fingers, oh, almost forgot that. I want to make sure that I try to get in the same spot. Like so. Be in the same spot. I can flip it over if I need to, but yes. Awesome. Awesome. Okay. Love it when it works out that way. Spray that, maybe a little bit there, and go ahead and clean off my thing here. Alright, this can go in the garbage too, because I don't want to get any more ink on my fingers than I already have. Okay, thinking of you. Good to go. And I didn't have to cut my stamp. Yay! Okay. That thing is just in the way. Okay. So next, let's see what the instruction, or what we're doing next. Next, we are going to take a card base, which does, the kit does come, the launch kit does come with the card bases and envelopes. Pre-cut, pre-fold, or not pre-folded, but pre-cut and oh boy, what is that? I want to say embossed. It's not embossed. Scored, pre-scored down the side. It's going to be a left side fold, which looks just fine. And then we'll go ahead and use the pieces here. So we have the back, which we're going to go ahead and attach with my ATG gun. And then let's see, like so. And that looks pretty good to me. And I did figure out what those are. If you watch my launch kit thing, these are dragonflies. I didn't know that when I was doing the launch kit, but evidently that is the case. So there's a couple of stickies there, and I don't have my de-stickifiers, so I'm just gonna put my hands along the side there. All right, so now we're gonna go for the, I think you're supposed to do the lighter version. Let's look in the instructions. Technically it's like personal preference, but let's see. It says attach fern cardstock to mint firefly, so light fern. Attach light fern cardstock 1 inch from the top. Okay, I can do that. From the top, they say. So one way you could do that is you could eyeball it, or you can, like, I have a grid here, which I love. 1 inch. They're 1 inch grids with 1/4 inch sub sounds wrong. There we go. That looks pretty good. All right. So then we're gonna go ahead and put down, I think we're gonna, okay, I know you're here somewhere. There we go. Then we attach the paper, or prepared white daisy cardstock to the light fern cardstock. So this will go here, like this, I think. And we're just going to leave a little bit of a border there. I think I need to You don't want it even on the top and the bottom like this, because you want to be able to add in this here, this strip. So I'm going to make sure I can read the instructions and see what it says, if it says anything. Let's see. Attach. Okay, so it doesn't say. It just says to attach it. So I'm gonna go off of my guesstimating. It looks like, you know, like an 1/8 of an inch. So I think I'm just gonna go with an 1/8 of an inch straight across like that. Okay, and then it's time to attach this. So we'll just do the 1/8 of an inch at the bottom as well. So that will work. And we're going to try to make this green the same, or the fern, the light fern, the same size on both. Well, I've stayed in focus. Look at that. On both the top and the bottom. So I'm going to actually look at this to see about where it's at. Looks about right. Make sure it's that way on the other side as well. And then just put it down. Awesome. Okay, so the next thing would be doing the so that's it so far. See how that works? Pretty cool. Now you can mix and match these colors as well, which is awesome. I don't want to do that for this particular card, but so we're looking for this die cut, which looks to be right here. So we're gonna go ahead and pop that out carefully. And I actually want to, you know, because they have these little pieces here. I don't know if you can see that. Right here. I'm going to trim that because I don't like those there. But you don't want to, you know, just like lob it off. So I'm going to go ahead and, you know, trim those off very carefully. Sandpaper will probably work really, or a file would work really nicely for this spot where you could just, you know, file it off real quick. It would take like way less time to just file each one. So there we go. And then that will go, is that hair? That's hair. Or something stringy. Something stringy. Okay, so I need to make sure I do the little thing here and then the little bow with, oh, where'd it go? What did I do with it? Just had it. Literally just had it. Because I just used it on that last card. Ah, found you. It's crochet thread in Sapphire, which I'm excited about because I love me some crochet thread. I have plenty of crochet thread, but it's not the same. This is definitely more like an upholstery thread, which is kind of exciting because it's got a shine to it, which I love it. It's so pretty. Okay, so I gotta keep on track. Gonna tie a bow around here, and I think that should probably be it. Hopefully I can do this better than I did last time, because last time was, you know, took forever. Literally took forever. Okay, well that's going to take forever too if I can't figure out which one's which. Okay. That did not work. So I'm trying to make sure I get this I'm trying to be gentle with the thread because I don't want to fray it. So I'm trying, like, it's taking everything twice as long to actually, okay, yay, yay, we got part of it done. I think I'm going to actually tie that in a knot, only because I don't want it to undo itself and come off the card, because that would kind of suck. Okay, so there we go. Okay, now I can tie it in a bow, maybe. Maybe. You could totally just, you know, pre-make a bow and stick it on there, which would be so much easier. But, you know, for the interest of following the instructions and all. Ah, no, don't get stuck on my adhesive. Not allowed. And my head is just like totally casting shadows. The main light in my room is behind me, which drives me nuts, but I have to, you know, I really do need to be thankful for it because it's the only light, it's one of the only lights I have, so. And we're going for a little smaller than that, so I think that looks pretty good, maybe. Maybe that needs to be. And then I gotta tighten it again, which is gonna throw it all off. I just need to like okay, so I'm thinking, does that look right? As far as a bow goes, it looks loose to me. Like, that is one thing about this thread. It likes to be loose. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to get that to the right size, and then I'm going to put a little touch of liquid adhesive on it to keep the knot in its place. So I'm going to go ahead and like scoot this forward a little, and then just put a little bit there just to hold it. I don't really need it to do anything except hold the knot in place so that it's not loosening up. So that should work for that. And then I'm going to try to trim this. See, that's what I was concerned about. Very carefully. Like so. And hopefully that will work. So I've got myself a little bow. One of the things about being on the card is you do end up with, you know, like cricks in there, like bends and stuff. But you can kind of straighten it out a little bit. It works way better with the metallic thread, twine thread, metallic thread. I think that's what it's called, embellishing thread. Okay, so this looks like that. And then I think I'm going to do some foam. I think that would look nice with some foam. If I can figure out what I did with my foam. There it is. Okay. So, this is just the 3M foam. Close to My Heart does offer foam, if you guys are wondering. In fact, they offer 2 different types of foam. They offer the thin, or the original foam, and then they offer what is that? The thin. They offer a thin, and they offer the original, I believe. And so you get some options there, which is awesome. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put the foam on there like that, and pull these off. Of course, I'm likely to want to add some something. And this is right down here below that, and I think that's a little too far away from the sentiment, so I'm going to go up just a little bit, I think, and then just stick it there, because I like that. Okay, so you can see how thinking of you can, like, you could do thinking of you as in, like, thank you, because honestly, when I'm, you know, thinking about giving them a thank you, sending them a thank you card for their order, I am thinking of them. Because I am thankful, like very thankful. Extremely thankful. Actually, I am extremely thankful. But anyways, so I'm going to go ahead and take these last couple of seconds to add some bling. What kind of bling do I want to add? I don't think I want to go white, and I definitely don't want to go, I could do silver, and it's just not saying silver, it's saying gold. Go gold. I think I need my second one of these, which could swear I just had. There we go. Sorry about that. I thought I put it right on top, which I did. I just put it farther back in the drawer, so silly me. I think I want to do one of these. I really like these for some reason. All of these cards really. Okay, so I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to do a smaller one. I really liked how that looked on the last one. And, you know, you could totally use the sequins and stuff, but I am feeling some gems. And I'm not sure if I want, where I want this to be. But I do know I want to add a bitty sparkle, which that one is like right at the edge, so let's go for that one. It's screaming, come get me! Okay. I need to check and see if I am still in focus. Yes, yes I am. Okay, so where do we want this? Do it here, do it here. Kind of like that. But now it looks like it needs 2 more. Okay, so what are we going to do? Are we going to do another thicker one? Oh, that was... I don't know that it needs a thicker one. I actually kind of like it right there. Don't ask me why, I have no idea, but I don't particularly care which one of these I get a hold of. I just need to get a hold of some. Like that. But I need one more because I need, like, you know, well, maybe not. 5s? I think I do. So we will do like one right there. Sure. Alright, so that's gonna be that one. See how I went from welcome baby to thinking of you. Isn't that awesome? I just love it. Okay. Okay, so I will be back with this one next, which you totally can't see because I'm not zoomed out. That one next, and I hope to see you guys there. I love being on a roll. This is fun. Okay, so I will talk to you guys later. Thanks for watching. Bye.